Assalamu alaikum, my sweethearts. Today is your 21st day of fasting. MashaAllah, it is so impressive. The angels would be so happy to be recording that you are the one of those best Muslims who fasting all these 21 days with the best of efforts and doing schoolwork, homework, helping mama in the kitchen, and a lot of other things as well. And you have denied yourself not only food and drink, but you have also denied yourself pleasures and layers and company of the friends and rest of the things. That is the real spirit of Ramadan, of Siyam, of fasting. That's very, very impressive, my sweethearts. I'm really impressed. I just wanted to give you some tips with regard to what we were talking about yesterday. I'tikaf, the last 10 nights of spending in solitude and in meditation and devotional worship in the masjid. Since the environment is such that we cannot go to masjid or spend nights in masjid, maybe you want to spend some time at night at home in solitude, in meditation. Let's go step by step. Let's make the life easy by understanding it, what the itikaf is and what did the Prophet exactly say. He said that find the Laylatul Qadr, the night of destiny, when the Quran was revealed, was started to be revealed unto him, and when he was assigned the prophethood. That was the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So, and then he further zeroed it on, saying that focus on odd nights. That is, we are talking about 21st, 23rd, 25th, 27th, 29th. So out of last 10 nights, he focused on 5 nights. And out of those 5 nights, when we read Surah Al-Muzzammil, which is Surah 73 of the Quran Al-Kareem, the initial ayat, which is it starts with Ya ayyuhal muzammil. This is addressed to the Prophet. Muzammil is the name that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. قُمِ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا نِصْفَهُ أَوِ انْقُصْ مِنْهُ قَلِيلًا أَوْ زِدْ عَلَيْهِ وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. That is, you would stand in prayers whole night, accept a little or half of it, or a little less than that, or a little more than that. That is, what is being said is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that standing the whole night and then doing the other things relating to living and family and other things during the daytime or during the praying of the daytime as well. So maybe it's not possible to stand up in prayers the whole night, but if you do half of it, or a little less than half, or a little more than half, that would be wonderful. So we have come up with a module which says that we don't have to keep awake the whole night in meditation, in prayers, in recitation of the Quran Al-Kareem, in understanding the message of the Quran, or doing nawafil, rak'ah and rak'ah, rak'ah after rak'ah. But we can do it half of the night, or a little less than half of the night, or a little more than half of the night. And then the same surah, Al-Muzzammil, in its last ayah, which is 30, it says, إِنَّ رَبَّكَ يَعْلَمُ أَنَّكَ تَقُومُ أَدْنَى مِنْ ثُلُثَيِ اللَّيْلِ وَنِصْفَهُ وَثُلُثَهُ. That your Allah knows, your Rabb knows that you stand up in prayers and in meditation a little less than 2/3 of the night, or half of the night, or 1/3 of the night. So what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that is either little less than half or a little more than half. So for example, when we pray Isha and we've had our meals and our futur and everything, so after Isha we can take a sleep straight away and then wake up 2-3 hours before suhoor, and then that would be either half of the night or a little less than half of the night or a little more than half of the night. or a third of the night, or 2/3 of the night. So that would fit in within this formula. So that would be the best way for you to do nawafil, 2 rak'ah each, and read as much long surahs that you can. And then you can take a break by reading the Quran al-Kareem. And there is a word of wisdom by one of the great persons of the time of the Prophet ﷺ. He was his cousin and his son-in-law. His name was Ali ibn Abi Talib. Sayyidina Ali said that when you want to talk to Allah, you do salat. You stand up, and when you want Allah to speak to you, then read the Quran. So you can talk to Allah, and you can feel that Allah is speaking to you, Allah is talking to you. So you can enjoy both scenarios, talking to Allah and let Allah talk to you, let Allah speak to you. And that would be right in the middle of the night, in the depth of the night, before you take your suhoor. And that is a time when Allah is so close to you. That was a time when Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he went up to Mount Sinai. And that was the time, you remember, when Prophet Zechariah, when he was standing in prayers right in the middle of the night and praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please give me a son. Please bless me with a son. And he knew very well that he was too old. He can't have a son. His wife was too old. He can't have a son. But he requested from the depth of his heart, talking in low voice, whispering conversation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please, Ya Rabb, give me a son to take care of the work of your Islam to carry forward after I'm dead. And that was the prayer that Abraham, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was more than 100 years of age, that he was praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, please give me a son. Please give me a son. And his wife was 90 plus, and Allah blessed him with a son who was a nation by himself and who was the great grandfather of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that is the time of the night that you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you're so close to him, you feel closeness to him. You speak to him, he speaks to you. You talk to him, he talks to you. Develop a rapport with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make him your best friend, and you be his best friend. Be with Allah. Be the friend of Allah. And I tell you, Allah will be your friend. He will be your wali. He will be your protector. He will be your guardian. He'll be your best friend. He'll guide you to the best way possible in this life. And he'll reward you best in this life and best in the life after this life. Let's all try to please Allah. Let's try our best to get close to Allah, very close to Allah, as much as we can. And I wish you all the best in seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in one of the odd nights of these 10 nights. 21st night is gone, 23rd is coming, 25th is coming, 27th is coming, 29th is coming. You still have 4 nights. Let's not waste them. Grab them, and that will be your night, the time which will be more than 8,000 months of worship, 84 years of worship. Just imagine the whole life on one side and the benefit of that one night on the other side. Subhanallah. Let's work on it. Let's get it. Okay, my sweethearts, I love you. With a lot of hugs and kisses. Fi aman Allah. Talk to you tomorrow.